Good morning, everybody. I'm Brian Stephenson, and today we're going to look at John 3:16. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but shall have everlasting life." Now, for all of this, everybody hears about John 3:16. The key word I believe in all this is gave. God gave his only begotten Son. When you give something, you give it away. You don't expect it back. You don't expect to have any kind of influence over it or dealings with it again. You give it. It's theirs now. You know, it's not yours anymore. It's theirs. So if God gave his only begotten Son, that means that God did not raise Jesus. He didn't uh, keep up with Mary and Joseph to say, "Hey, how's my boy doing now? How's he doing now?" Don't let him do that. No, God let them raise him. God stayed out of the picture so they could raise him, so they could do what they needed to do. God didn't bless them so they could get rich and raise Jesus as a rich kid because that was his only son and he was going to have him privileged. No. God said, "Hey, he's yours. You raise him. He's already the Son of God. He's got God's genes. He's got God's spirit. God's John tells us that God's made up of seven spirits. Those seven become one whole spirit. Jesus says he has the Spirit of God. So Jesus is God incarnate. So Jesus is there. Uh, he's going to be special because he has God in him. But it's how he's raised. Imagine if he was raised by a single mother with a father in jail, by a crackhead, by a foster family who didn't care for him too much. Imagine if he was raised by Al Capone's mother. What kind of Jesus would we have then? You know, we'd have Jesus the gangster. He'd be 2,000 years in the past, but people would still know who he is. Our society would be completely different because it would reflect Jesus, how he was raised. It would reflect the influence he had over the people, the influence he has over us now. So thank God that Jesus had been raised by Mary and Joseph. God picked basically the two best people to raise a child in the entire world. He didn't go to somebody and say, "Hey, you can take care of my child. You have the financial means. Here's a child." No. He picked the people that he knew would raise Jesus in the manner in which he needed Jesus to be raised, to come out the way he needed to come out. So that is John 3:16. That's how I feel the importance of John 3:16 is. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Now, if Jesus wasn't raised right, then whosoever believeth in him might have perished, might not have had everlasting life, you know. And if they did have everlasting life, we probably wouldn't want them around. So thank God that Jesus was raised the way he was. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.